from. If I find myself in trouble with one thing, I can jump to another thing right away. So the first, some of this may look simple and like rudimentary to you guys, but as we move along, it'll be like going through a park, you know? We'll walk along the park, something looks familiar, we'll go over just for a few minutes, and then we'll go on. If you want to stop me for any reason, just let me know, okay? So anyway, when I get here, my first thing is, this first arm lock I like to do tends to be, I think you might even have told me this at one point, that it kind of gets problematic to get. And it's just pretty much this way. You trap the arm from opposite side. See, what I have is I have far side attacks, I have near side attacks. If they fail, I start opening up the gi a little bit. You know, for guys who like to do this, this is the famous coffin that was perfected by my pal Butch over there. He would lay,
So
he would lay like this, like a dead guy in a coffin. You know, so, you know, of course, if it was a regular street thing, you would just go like this, you know, but since we're sport and we're all friends here, but I'll show you things I do around that. But this arm lock here, this beginning one, where I trap the arm here, I walk around the head this way, I come up here, I pull the skyway up, come up here, sit, and boom. Right? Simple. I think we've all seen that. But a lot of times, especially when you're going against better guys, what happens is you get to the guard pass, and all of a sudden it's, and in there, and there is no arm to trap. So I kind of, the way I get around that kind of thing is, I'm starting up here, my whole side attack. You know, when I'm passing his guard, my guard pass is going to set that up. So say, for example, if we're going at it, and say, you know, I'm going to pass, he returns, he puts me in closed guard, back and forth, yada, yada, I'm getting tired. And all of a sudden I get here, and I go, and he clamps up. So my whole thought is, off of my pass, I want to get, my whole thinking is pass trap. I don't even give him an opportunity to suck that arm in. So I'm just going to go from just a simple, you know, bullfighter pass or whatever. I get here, boom, 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 right away, before he has a chance to think about pulling that arm in. And as I'm going to the side here, my trap, I'm kind of using the back of my head. If I use my soft part of my face, it gives him little wiggle room to be able to get this down in here and ruin the whole thing. So I'm kind of using the back of my head. So it's a hard spot. I have a very hard head, as they'll tell you. Before I come around, boom here, and then I pull him up here, up to his elbow. This is uncomfortable in itself, but it's got his arm straight. If I don't keep trim, see how he flinched a little? You know, I mean, that hurt. If I loosen up, it's gonna come around here. So I gotta constantly keep this tight. And as I sit, I gotta make a tight sit. You know, I'm pretty much coming right here. I'm just doing the twist. And squeeze tight as I sit. And bam. So let's play with that first.